Welcome to The Push. My name's Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Allwood, and we are up to
Episode 34, Kev.
Yes, mate. 34.
This is the winter edition. We haven't done one in winter before, sort of.
No,
September we started.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And we've been away.
Yeah, we've been attending to other duties, our husbandly duties.
Shit sitting around the world and shit like that.
Yes. Yeah. And by the way, in fact, actually, we may have to leave the studio because because Bianca wants her room back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And she actually made a request because she's got a little collage in the back which she doesn't want in the video. But seeing as she never watches our videos, it shouldn't matter.
Right. Well, I might have an alternative
venue.
Yeah, location for a studio.
Okay.
A new studio.
Okay.
In my new house.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
custom built.
Yeah, mate. Fucking all that shit. I've got like 6 rooms. So there's a study.
Yes.
Which we can set up and have
put
a
all the
desk
equipment.
and transport all our microphones and high-tech cameras over there.
Get the Brazilian masseuses to do that for us.
That's right.
Jade could probably help them.
They are very tech savvy.
They are. God love them.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was looking for some lip balm because my lips were a bit chapped, and I went into Bianca's cupboard, and like I can distinctly remember knowing exactly the amount of
everything
she owned.
Right.
You know, like what toys, because we bought them all. You know, like what toys she had, what just everything.
Shoes, clothes.
The amount of shoes, clothes.
Sure.
And I went in there, and it's like, where did all this stuff come from? All these, like...
Maybe she's shoplifting.
Maybe. Just all the skincare stuff.
Maybe she's got a side hustle going on there. She's getting income and she's spending.
Maybe that's how she's getting money. No, it's just, it's interesting. They grow up so quickly, man.
Yeah.
Like, she's a little lady now.
Well, we've talked about this. Our kids are the same age, but yours is female, so she's maturing faster, I feel, than my boys that are of a similar age.
I think female, and as an only child, she spends a lot of time with adults.
Yes, that's true.
Like she's got on post-it notes here, and she's written on this one, "Be positive." That's her.
Wow, let's make it clear.
Yeah, that's just on every one of them.
No, it's not.
Yeah, different little emojis.
Right, okay.
But yeah, be positive. So positive affirmations, good way to start the day. On some not so positive news, breaking news about the current, well, I'm not sure if you can even refer to him as the current Mr. Olympia now, Shawn Rhoden. 42-year-old Shawn Rhoden, the guy that beat Phil Heath and Phil Heath and ended his reign, has been...
how many did he get? Did he get 8?
Phil got 7.
Right.
6 or 7.
Yep.
You can see we're really up on bodybuilding. But apparently in October last year, he had a female bodybuilder in his room, and sex act definitely happened because she has DNA evidence of it happening.
Okay.
But it's not proven if it's consensual or not. The complainant is saying it's not, and there's some sort of abrasions.
She has abrasions.
Yeah, I'm not sure where. And he hasn't actually been charged as yet. There's a warrant out for his arrest apparently, but it's not good. It's just not good, is it?
So when you say he's not, you might not be able to call him the current Mr. Olympia. Has his title been stripped?
He's already lost sponsorship, and I think IFBB looking at suspending him. It's interesting though, like, because two guys, you being one of them, I spoke to today at the gym, who just heard, immediately said, "Oh, he's been framed." Whereas and I've spoken to women that have heard this, and they've got the opposite conclusion straight away.
What, that he's immediately guilty?
Yeah.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Judge, jury, and executioner. He's guilty. He's
a man. No, they didn't say he should be executed. It's just interesting that we have... I'm completely...
it's going to turn out that the complainant turned out to be Phil Heath's cousin or something.
That's what you think.
Or his neighbour down the road or something.
I just think...
paid off.
Okay, this is completely conjecture, and we're obviously talking out of our asses. But I think what's probably happened is there's been it's been a hookup, it's been arranged. He's gone up there, she's gone up there, and at some stage she's removed consent.
Right.
And he's kept going.
Right.
I think that's what's happened.
Could be. Could be that she consented to go to his room or his house or whatever, and then it didn't want anything further.
Yes.
And he pushed for it.
Yes.
Or it could be that everything was completely consensual, and she's looking for a payday.
Yeah, like
I mean,
either way, it's very messy.
The shit that happens to that's Mike Tyson.
Yeah, look, it happens.
Tupac Shakur.
Sure,
but successful black men. It's happened before.
Yeah.
All right, and who knows? None of us were at any of those events, so none of us know exactly for sure who did what.
But what does happen more is that women get raped.
Yes.
Like, percentage-wise. Like, there's a reason, and there's a reason there's the Me Too movement, because, I mean, most women that I know have had some sort of sexual assault of some kind. No, like physical assault of some kind. Mm-hmm. It can be just as mild as just a pinch on the butt, or inappropriate behaviour, but
or language,
but
yeah, physical.
But physical, right. I'm talking most women I know, So anyway, it's bad for bodybuilding. It's obviously bad for.
You're right. It's probably the smallest percentage is probably women who've never had.
Yeah.
Anything like that. Yeah, that's probably the smallest percentage, which is disgusting. Yeah, really.
I mean, the thing is with I don't know, a lot of celebrities do. Well, I know this because it's on TV or YouTube. A lot of celebrities now won't even let a female into their vicinity
unless they sign something.
They sign something and they get them. It's the same reason.
And they film it.
And the same reason that most porn now, not that I watch it anymore, most porn has those behind the scenes parts at the start of videos saying, "Oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bang 5 guys and do quadruple penetration." They say right at the start of the video. Yeah,
I don't even know that.
I thought it was a titillation,
but it's
actually
insurance.
It's like an insurance policy. So, okay, this I didn't actually agree to this. So why is there 3 dicks in my butt? We'll just sit on that for a little while. Not on that. I mean the image. Anyway, so look, the fallout is the Olympia's up for grabs.
Phil Heath will be rubbing his hands with glee.
Well, he's training. He's looking jacked.
Yeah, but see, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what when they get to the bottom of this, whether there's some sort of
see conspiracy, man. Look, Occam's razor. You know what Occam's razor is, where you cut the most obvious explanation is usually the explanation.
What about that black actor from CSI or something that said he was jumped in the alley and he paid 2 guys to do it?
Really?
Yeah, to get, and then he's been charged. He's like being charged, but I forget his name, but he denied it.
I think if you're an actor,
it's all over the news, all over the media. Yeah,
I think if you're an actor and you agree to go on CSI, you get what you deserve. You should be beaten up. Because what the fuck is that? I fucking hate that show.
I don't know if it was CSI exactly.
Any of those shows, NYPD, like they all. Because Gab, I make jokes with Gab about like the fact that these police have these holographic lights. Every scene in the office, there's like mood lighting and it's dark with spotlight. No offices look like that. In the labs, there's like blue lights. Anyway,
you don't believe that those shows are true to life?
I have real problems suspending disbelief in most shows. Like I had to go and see the new Marvel Spider-Man. What a bucket of just shit. Overproduced.
My kids love all that Marvel shit.
Yeah, they're supposed to because they're kids. They're young boys.
Yeah,
they're supposed to like it.
They love it.
But
they talk about their own, what superpower they would like to
yeah,
have
that's
most.
no, I was the same. But why grown adults into it?
Because they were into it when they were
so
kids.
I was as well.
It's like Star Wars freaks who love it as adults because they loved it as kids, and they, I know a guy who has his own stormtrooper outfit. And he goes to parties dressed as a stormtrooper and shit like that.
Swinger parties.
That would be all right, wouldn't it? But no, I don't believe he's the type to go to swingers parties.
He's probably never had sex yet. It's for a virgin. He's
got kids. He's got kids.
Also,
Dave Driscoll, the guy that I'm thinking of, hooked up with the hottest chick that worked at the gym, and she had posed for Penthouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we couldn't believe how he got
it's
it.
It's a scintillating person.
They ended up having 2 kids. And
I'd say it's together still?
No, they split not that long ago. So they were together like 17 years or 14 years or something.
I don't get it. I just... look, I went in there and like the Robert Downey Jr. character, Iron Man from the Avengers movies.
Oh, he was in it?
No, he's dead, right?
Oh.
So they're all sad that he's dead. So I'm supposed to initially empathise because I'm sad that a character I haven't seen from a previous movie that's imaginary is dead. And
so the character got killed off, did he?
Yeah. Well, apparently a few Avenger people got killed off.
Is Avenger Marvel? Is it all the same?
Yeah, it's
shit?
all Marvel.
Right,
it's all just.
Right. Did that? A few of them got killed off.
Yeah.
So the superheroes got killed off.
Should have killed all of them. Iron Man got killed.
I thought they were
invincible.
The whole thing
that was the whole idea. That was
Yeah.
the premise of superheroes. The only one I've liked recently is 2 actually. The Marvel one I've liked is it's on Netflix. Luke Cage. He's a cool motherfucker.
Yeah, that is good.
Great. And you know what? Because it's realistic.
You don't know that it's Marvel. It's not the same.
No, it's not safe
shit.
and homogenized. People swear they have sex,
and it's not over CGI'd.
Yes.
Obviously, he gets shot up and the bullets fall out or whatever. But
yeah, that's right. That's a big thing.
But yeah, it's not like whole scenes of like
just all CGI.
No, it's not.
Which is what Spiderman is.
He is a cool dude. That actor.
Yeah, he's jacked as well.
We'll see him in lots of things. Lots of other things, I reckon, because he's a big, black, tough guy.
Yeah, it's cool. And they have great music, great soundtrack.
Yeah, it is good.
That's a good movie.
And they have references to Biggie and all that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
You've seen that? Have you seen the whole season?
Yeah, it's great. It's good. So anyway, that was... and Bianca, she initially wanted to go. She was bored out of her skull as well. We went to Captain Marvel as well, which is a girl. She's a female...
Yeah, they changed it. Made a female one.
And Bianca's halfway through, she said, Daddy, this isn't about girl power. This is just explosions.
Right.
Whereas,
do you think they're going to do a Wonder Man? A male counterpart to Wonder
I think they're
Woman?
going to do an LGBTQI man / woman.
Right.
/ non-gender specific, non-binary.
Shim. What do they call them? They make up those words?
Well,
G or
Z's.
something.
So speaking of the LGBTQI community, do you know if given that you're not competing anytime soon, have you thought?
What makes you say that?
Have you thought about?
Chocolate.
Have you thought about gay wrestling?
I thought about gay wrestling.
Well, you can join the. I've got a client Robbie, who is in the Sydney Silverbacks. And they've been going since 1990.
We could both qualify for that.
Definitely. And it's LGBTQI community and straight friendly
Wrestling. Like
Olympic
pro wrestling.
Well, Olympic and Greco-Roman wrestling.
Greco-Roman. Didn't they do it naked?
Well, with these, they've got a lovely line of merchandise so you can buy these ones.
So it's not superstars of wrestling. It's not like WWE.
No, you can't. There's no.
It's not fake stuff. It's
actual real man on man.
Getting your head in the other men's arseholes and armpits and stinking and crotch in your face and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you could wrestle a trans person.
No, I think you have
to have a whatever in your face.
I don't think you're allowed to wrestle cross genders. Which leads me to believe.
So what about the T in that title?
Trans.
Okay.
So
what about a born male that's transitioned to female? What does she do?
Well, this is the thing. Because sexuality is fluid, right? You could wake up one day signed on as a man in wrestling.
Yes.
And then decide that day that you actually, or you identify as a woman, and then so what happens? You turn up to wrestle.
That's such a load of crap.
And do
Fluid.
you wrestle as a man or a woman? Is it fair to wrestle as a man?
Unless you're a born hermaphrodite, you can't really be fluid between male and female. All right, you can't. You can't do that. You shouldn't be able to do that. I can't be fluid with a African. Was it
background?
Yeah,
I can't. Well, this is the interesting thing.
I can't say I'm going to be trans race.
Exactly. Well, this is the thing. I had a discussion with this with a professor.
Imagine though if I did become trans race and I woke up with like 12 inches.
Yeah. But you don't have that now?
No, I mean, it would be down from 40.
Right.
No, I've got about 3.
The interesting thing is there's a Netflix documentary called The Racial Divide, right?
Okay.
Where this woman who's clearly white, has white parents,
Yes,
has no African American background, has claimed that she's black. She's got a tan and she's got dreads, right?
Yes.
And she was quite high up in the black empowerment movement, and then got found out that she's actually white.
Oh,
And the left, her far left was like, how dare you, and of course it was offensive to black people, how dare you imitate a black person? Her response was, well, I may not be black heritage, but I identify as a black person.
yeah.
Now, how is that any different for someone?
It's not.
It's not. But you can't, but that's not allowed.
Well, you can, apparently in Australia, you can identify with Aboriginal people
As indigenous.
Yeah, you can you can claim that you identify with the people of the land, or however it's phrased.
Yes.
And you don't actually have to have any evidence of any blood in your
Any
background.
DNA.
That's right.
And
But you identify with them. You know, what about if you grew up in that community and you've got all your friends and
well, that's
you're
like well,
raised
Gary Wright,
all that
the
stuff.
bodybuilder. He grew up in an Aboriginal community.
Well, see, in theory, someone like that could identify with them because they've, you know, all their friends might be Aboriginal and they went to, you know, they're school or whatever. Like, apparently that's the thing here in Australia. You don't have to. I could tick that box. Do you identify as Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander?
Are you then subject to the same benefits?
Don't know. Do you have to? At some stage, maybe you have to prove it. Provide a family tree or something.
Well, you won't have one though. If you're not
No, you wouldn't have one.
It's interesting because there's a. Do you know what intersectional is?
Is it one of those letters in that acronym?
No, it's where depending on your status or your if you're like a Venn diagram with intersecting circles, right?
Yes.
Let's say you've got different issues which impact on your likelihood to be successful and to more likely to have suffered bigotry and racism. So let's say you're being black might be one, being homosexual might be another one,
Right.
and being from a poor income place might be another. So
Sure.
they intersect in the middle, so that gives you
3.
yes.
Right.
Of course, if you're white, middle-aged, straight guy,
You've got none.
you got none.
Right. What about if disability goes in there?
Disability.
What about if you just suffer from low self-esteem?
No,
and
it doesn't
shit
count.
like that?
Doesn't count. Well, not if you're white.
Interfered with as a child.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, right? So you can have someone that on the surface appears like they tick all these boxes and have had a bad life, but then I've got a client who his mother left his family when he was a kid on Christmas Day.
Right.
Now I'll preface it by saying he's very successful financially.
Yes.
And he's white.
Yes.
His mother left him on Christmas Day.
Oh dear.
And then when he was older, his dad hung himself.
Oh.
Right? Now none of that comes into the intersexual equation, but
it should.
But it's a huge, but my point is he's still been immensely successful in life, but he's overcome. as many challenges as anybody of color or of growing up in poverty or like. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's identity politics at its worst, where basically you're saying as soon as you've got something happening in your life, like something like that, you're immediately a victim. I don't know. Look, we live in a bubble in the eastern suburbs, obviously. And
so you can be a victim because of your colour and who you take to bed, but not because of
what's happened to you.
Shit that's happened to you.
No, because it doesn't. Well, no, because it doesn't appear in the.
It's not tangible.
No. And it's not something you can wear on, like, it's not something you wear, like, visibly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, fuck, I didn't mean to get that heavy so early on. we got a viewer comment on the last episode.
I said there've been a few comments, but I haven't read them.
Oh, okay.
Did you check the email?
I just got one. We got one from Jazz Dice, probably not their real name.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you guys. You are great to watch. I sometimes stop by City Gym when in Sydney. You guys should do an interview with Paul Haslam. The guy is a legend. He is a legend.
He is a legend.
Don't think he'd be exciting to interview.
No, I don't think he'd fit in with the vibe.
He's a good guy. Tell a couple of dad jokes.
He does occasionally come up with a joke.
Yes.
Yeah, I quite like those.
So have you watched the documentary about Chernobyl?
No, I've not. I haven't watched much TV for quite a while, in fact.
Chernobyl. I was actually speaking to someone who is from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
And they were saying that there's so many historical inconsistencies on the show. He could count them on. There was not. Sorry, he could count 9 historical inconsistencies on the one hand.
9 on one hand.
Yes.
Oh, you funny fucker.
That's a good joke, isn't it?
That is a good joke.
Almost as good as what, like, people don't actually it's funny, is that, like, back in the day when Botox came out, people were very secretive about it and didn't usually discuss it.
Right.
And now no one raises an eyebrow.
I saw the smile coming across your face before you got to the punchline.
I give away the punchline when the punchline's coming.
Yeah. That's funny.
So, are you a fan of Lizzo?
So you weren't even going to talk about the Chernobyl? The Chernobyl
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I just want to tell a joke.
That's funny.
Do you like Lizzo?
Well, up until like 22 minutes ago, I didn't know who Lizzo was.
She's
Lizzo.
Lizzo, L-I-Z-Z-O.
Is she a Lizzo?
No, she's not. She's all about that cock.
Right.
She's got some great songs.
So she's a singer.
She's a singer. She's big in. She's big. She's in.
You better tell the people.
What do you want
all
to
the
tell?
fans about who Lizzo is?
Well, she's an African American singer. She's got a great voice. Big
She's a
voice.
singer or a rapper?
Singer mainly.
Okay.
Songs like Truth Hurts, Juice, Boys. Like, she's got some really good songs, and it's a really good message because it's all about empowering girls to be strong and powerful.
And she's a big singer.
Positive body image.
Got some big
she
songs.
is as big as a house.
She's big. Yeah.
Yeah, and
a big black woman.
Her Instagram is called Lizzo Be Eating, and that's sort of self-evident, really, isn't it?
It is self-evident. Yes.
So I don't know. Like, so there's a lot of lingerie, a lot of twerking with it, and why do I disapprove of that? Like, why do I struggle with that?
Well, you showed me a clip of one of her songs, and she was there in full lingerie set.
Yeah.
And she had more chins than a Chinese phone book.
So you managed to be fat. You managed to fat shame and be racist in the same comment.
She was large. She had big rolls of fat everywhere.
Well, the fact that she's like morbidly obese isn't up for conjecture. Like, she's definitely fat. But my point is, why do I have issue with her behaving the same as Beyonce when given that because of her size? Like,
she's 3 of Beyonce.
No, that's my point though. No, you're missing my point. Why are we disapproving?
Well, I haven't presented any disapproval.
Okay, all right.
I probably wouldn't choose to
watch her.
No.
Why
are you?
Well, that's what I'm trying to work out. Like,
you don't think she deserves to be in that position?
No, because she's very talented. She's great songs. I guess I guess she's being applauded as well for being
body proud.
Body proud, unashamed of her body. When and I could say that it's because it's unhealthy, but it's not really that. It's just I find it aesthetically challenging.
Challenging.
Yeah, like I find it hard to look at.
Yeah.
And the irony is, that all her film clips have hot jacked guys in them. Like there isn't the equivalent. She's not lusting after morbidly obese fat guys in her videos.
No.
And therein lies the rub, because she's basically saying it's okay for me to look like this, and I'm going to celebrate it, girl power.
Okay.
But
what do you think the chances are of in a year's time or 2 years' time she turns up all skinny and sexy and slim? Well, let's say half the size she is. See, Salt and Pepper. That happened to Salt and Pepper. Remember them? They got pretty fat, and then
they got that big.
Then they got all
fit
they got
and
jacked.
toned. They got super hot.
Yeah. So, and look at Adele as well. She lost a whole bunch of weight.
Mm.
A lot of them do.
This is the thing. This is my point. Is it's not sustainable. You're that size. You're gonna have you're gonna have blood pressure problems. You're gonna have diabetes.
Especially all that twerking and rolling around.
Well, that might be keeping her fit and
keeping her fit.
Maybe. Well, you can be fat and fit. That's the thing.
Fit that.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
I suppose the heavyweight champion of the world is a fat Mexican.
That's right. That's right. Maybe she should become a rapper or a singer.
He should.
Yeah.
Maybe she should become a boxer.
I can't see her being able to beat down Ronda Rousey or something.
No.
Speaking of boxing, I don't know if it's really out of date now, but UFC 239, fastest knockout in history. Did you see it?
I heard our good friend Joseph Rogan talking about it. I didn't watch it, so I didn't see, but apparently it was within 2 seconds and then
5 seconds.
No, 5
3
seconds before he hit the floor.
Yeah,
but 2 seconds to to receive the punch.
Yeah. So Ben Askren is a Olympic level wrestler. He's actually been to the Olympics.
Yes.
But he's a bit of a dick.
Is he the one that got knocked out?
Yeah. He's got a big mouth, real shit talker.
And he came into the ring thinking he was.
Yeah, and that's what he. Look,
so it's just one punch.
No,
let you speak. Okay.
Let me. So he's known for just locking people up and taking them to the floor, locking them up, and doing quite well with that.
Yes.
And he's got a real dad bod as well. Doesn't look like an athlete at all.
Right. So he's not so much a striker though.
No, he's not a striker at all. No. He's a shitty striker. Whereas Jorge Masvidal, which I think is a great name, is Brazilian. Jorge Masvidal is a striker and he's a fucking warrior. And it's funny because I watched him on Rogan before the fight, and he hates this guy.
Yes,
hates it.
Right.
And
yes, I did hear them talking about
this.
Yeah. If he sees him in Whole Foods, he'll smash him again.
Smash him again.
Yeah. Right.
So after the fight, there was footage of him practicing this move in training.
The move he did.
Yes.
Right.
Because it's literally as the bell rings, it's funny because he just practices so well, because he comes up and it looks like he's just sauntering up, swerves to the left a bit, and then out of nowhere runs full belt and launches into the ground. Launches into the air just as Ben Askren is going down to grab his legs. So Ben Askren's head is down.
So he knew the guy was going to go down straight away.
He knew he was going to go for his legs.
I need him.
So he flying knee to the forehead.
Right.
Out cold. So he was actually out cold probably at 3 seconds.
So the guy was the guy that got
Ben Askren
was bending down to go low.
And he knew it was coming.
He'd studied his technique.
Yes.
And knew that was going to be the first thing.
It's a beautiful thing. So yes,
and he just countered
flying knee to the head. So probably out cold then, and then 2 blows to the head as he's falling, just finished him.
Yeah,
destroyed him.
Right. I haven't seen it. I should watch it.
It's all over YouTube and Insta. But like you said, he he still hates him. He's still going to beat him down if he sees him.
And what's been what's his name? Askren. What's he said afterwards?
Well, he's pretty sort of he's been pretty positive about it. He said, "Oh, it sucks losing to this guy because he's a douche. I don't like him, but it is what it is, you know." So, but
that a knee to the head isn't. It doesn't seem much upside from a knee to the head. That seems like damage, you know.
It seems like permanent damage,
yeah,
like brain damage. The knee to the head, like that's brutal.
But like the forehead, that's where we got him in the forehead. The forehead's like one of the strongest parts. That's where people headbutt with and hit the ball in soccer.
You get headbutted with that though, and it's
people are really doing the damage with that.
I'm not where he exactly connected. But.
Right. Boy, if he got his nose, it would be splattered across his face.
Yeah.
With a knee.
Out cold.
But knocked out to the forehead, that's like a hard bit of bone in there. There must have been some impact.
Yeah, well, they're both. That's the thing. It's like a car crash because they're both inertia. I think is the term, isn't it? Scientific.
If he's going down fast and he's coming up with the knee fast.
Horrific.
Just ate that knee for breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you want to talk about contact sports some more or not?
Why have you got something?
Nope. I'm going to change the subject completely.
Only that Bianca's been playing soccer, and it's good that she's playing soccer because she plays netball as well.
Yes.
And it's good that she's playing soccer because I think there is a bit of argy-bargy in it, you know. Like,
is she enjoying it?
Yeah, she loves it.
Oh, good. In an all-girls team or a mixed team?
Yeah, no, all girls. And so, but it gets a bit more. Obviously, there's no contact in netball at all, or hardly. And so, having soccer means that you have to go in for tackles, you have to slide, and it's just it's good.
Last year. I coached my son's under-9 team, and we had 2 girls in the team. It was boys, but
cool.
2 girls in the team.
Okay.
And because I was coach, obviously it was my job to sub players off and on.
Yes.
I think it's 7 on the field at one time.
Oh, they got full team.
A small. No, I mean they're like a half-size field for under-9s, and it was 7. So we had 11 players sometimes. So I'd just be subbing them on and off all the time. Yeah. Come on. So I made sure everyone got a pretty equal time on the field. Obviously, there's a couple of standout players who got a little bit more time, and a couple of shitty players who got a little bit less time, who were happy to sit on the bench. Oh no, I don't want to go on. I want to stay here. Well, right, you can stay there for longer because you need to.
It's funny how some kids have just got it.
But one of the 2 girls was one of the best in the team.
Yeah, right.
She was fearless, and she was awesome. She had skills. It was very impressive.
Mad skills.
Mad footy soccer skills. Anyway, my boys are playing basketball.
Okay.
This year. And they're both really enjoying it.
Haven't really got the height for it, have they?
They're 9 and 11. Jake's one of the tallest in his class.
Is he?
Yeah.
Actually, he's pretty tall.
It's up to here on me.
Okay.
He's 11.
Yeah.
He's taller than both his grandmas.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look, that's much.
Does he enjoy it? They enjoy it.
Toby enjoys it better because he's more skilled.
Right.
But they're both enjoying it, and I put them in a soccer camp yesterday.
Okay.
Basketball
camp. They go away?
No, it was just at the
day
local, just for the day, yeah. But then they had a proper coach, American accented coach, who was teaching them skills and pick and rolls and all these
roles.
Well, there's a move in basketball called a pick and roll.
Right, I know nothing about basketball.
Right, it's just an offensive move where one player stands there blocking against the defensive guy so that your other player can move behind you.
Did you play? You sounded like you actually played it.
Then the guy that's doing the blocking steps a certain way to go down and be open for the shot. It's just it's a commonly used play and taught play in all teams. They play it. It's called a pick and roll.
Did you play as a kid?
No.
Okay.
Only mucking around.
Right.
With my mates. I had mates who were very good, but I was not.
So you know George Siopsis,
yes,
the ex-powerlifter. He plays 3 days a week. He plays for 5 hours a day, basketball.
White man can't jump.
Well, he can though. He's just maybe because he's Mediterranean. He's Greek.
Yeah, but so could Woody Harrelson in that movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I want to watch that again.
Yeah,
Woody Harrelson and
Wesley
Snipes.
Woody and Wesley.
and the girl was Rosie Perez,
Right.
and sexy as fuck. There's a great scene where they've got this big jar of money that they've been making from the basketball, and she puts it between her legs, and he says, oh, "I think I'll put my mouth where my money is."
Right.
That's a great movie.
Who says that? Wesley?
No. Woody's banging Rosa.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. He is too. Yeah.
Actually, I wonder how it translates now. It probably looks really naff now.
Yeah, you know what? That sometimes happens with movies from 20 years ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, I want to watch all
And
this.
they're slow as well. The movies are slow.
Why is that?
Oh, we used to fast.
No, we're just so impatient now.
Yeah, we used to different camera angles and like flicking from one to the other.
Because we're all fucking got ADHD now.
It's all these reality shows.
That's the thing I found with the Marvel movie on the last week. It's just it's you know it's like being on a ride like the Transformers ride or something at Disneyland, and you just get on and it's like this intense, and then you get off and you go, oh, okay, is that it? That's what those movies are like.
Right.
And I guess, and if you're 10, it's probably enough. You know, you're not after cerebral sort of discussions about the existential crisis.
No.
However, you know what starts this week?
Yes.
Tarantino.
Oh, yes.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Right.
Brad Pitt, Leonardo.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's about the Manson murders.
Oh, is it about that? I don't know about
that's
that.
very cool.
Right.
So knowing.
So is it? So do you not like action movies, or is it just these Marvel bullshit things?
I like action movies. Like I love movies like Taken and stuff like that. I watched that with Bianca.
Oh, is that the one with
Liam Neeson?
I've got a specific set of skills.
Yes. Because I said if you go on, this is what you got to think about when you're going travelling.
How'd she go?
She loved it.
All right. She liked the dad coming to the rescue?
Yeah, of course.
Because you're a superhero.
Because I'd like, all dads would like to think they'd be able to do that.
Yeah, of course.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Take people out with your bare hands,
yeah.
Just breaking necks and stuff.
Like skilled in martial arts and guns.
And espionage and tracking people and being one step ahead and three steps ahead.
And just totally calm.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Good movie.
Hobbs and Shaw, you know what that is?
Yeah, so Fast and Furious.
Would you watch that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it'd be good fun.
Those are the two best actors in that whole thing.
Yeah, The Rock and
Jason Statham.
Yeah, they're both cool.
It's a recipe for success.
Oh, it'll be good fun.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be good fun. I get a bit like Rock's great. I love The Rock, but I get a bit when he's saying people say, oh, he works really, no one works harder, and
hardest working man in Hollywood.
Like, dude, and he never misses a workout, and it's like you have no matter where you are, you got a trailer full of equipment, and I get up at 4:30, and imagine all you need to do.
But they don't all do that. Come on,
I know they don't all do
work
that,
ethic
but
that's probably up there.
Well, it's a work ethic. It's a work ethic, right? I just think. So what? Like you're supposed to be in shape. Like this is what you do. This is why you get paid. One of the reasons why you get paid millions of dollars. It's a good incentive to stay in shape. You or I would be able to do it easily.
Yes, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Getting up at so you got to get up at 4:30 and train before you do you sit on a movie set and say some line. Oh, I'll be all right. I think better than digging ditches. Some people can't do it. I like
when you work out how much he earns per day,
it's a pretty good incentive.
Easy to do that. True, you do have a point there. I hadn't considered that.
But then you got people like I don't think he's never watched this. Teddy, the opera singer.
Yes,
cannot it baffles him. He has more time on his hands than most people.
Yeah, he
cannot string a day of eating properly together or half an hour cardio. I mean, like that comment you made to him today, that would have just ruined his day.
Oh, really?
He's so sensitive.
Oh.
Most
it's only because he pointed to my stomach.
He's fat.
No, but he pointed to my stomach only 10 minutes before that. Because I just finished some of those. I did these walking lunges today where I went.
I saw you.
Left leg, right leg, and then a squat.
Yeah, I saw
leg, left
horrible.
leg, squat. Left leg, right leg, squat. It's fucking.
No, you guys always train hard.
Hardcore. But I was carrying a bar back to the rack,
right.
and obviously I was relaxed in the stomach.
Right.
He came up to me and he pointed at my bulging belly. So that's
So yeah, fair play.
Exactly.
Fair play.
Exactly. If he's going to give it, he's got to take it.
Of course.
But, you reckon he's going to be 12% by the end of September?
So I gave him the details to get a DEXA scan done a week ago.
Right.
And because like I don't want to give the guy a hard time, but I said get the DEXA scan done, and then when you do that,
starting point.
We'll get you got a benchmark, and I'll do your diet. But I'm not going to do the diet if you can't even get.
He hasn't done the scan?
Of course not. Won't happen. Anyway.
Really? But how is he going to know? Oh, well, anyway.
Well, he's not. He's just going to be the same. Anyway. Speaking of food, though, like so on Sunday, I as I said to you, because I'm eating clean from yesterday, and
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So last time we spoke on the weekend,
so much easier.
You were
when you've got no family.
But you were out like at the mall and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you stock up and just
so on Sunday
vulgarly feed your face?
Yeah, you know what though? I know I was just over it. But so Sunday I thought I'm going to eat like a normal person. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to do everything what normal people do on a Sunday. I'm going to sleep in.
Did you?
So I got up at 8, right? Which is sleeping for me.
Yeah.
We went to a new cafe called Went to See the Gypsy, which is on Fountain Street in Mitchell.
Yep. For breakfast, for brunch?
For brunch, yeah. And I had 4 poached eggs on toast with butter, some salmon, some...
Sounds pretty normal so far.
Yeah, and they didn't have Diet Coke, of course, because it's a bit wanky. So
you had a Chinoto or
some shit like that. And Gab and Bianca had a breakfast, $100.
I know, that's the killer thing about going out for breakfast.
There's a great if you ever do, like there's a great place further down Mitchell Road towards Sydney Park called, I think it's called Le Baguette or something. It's like looks a bit dodgy. It's like a French place with
outside. I think I've seen it. I think I've been there.
Not the warehouse one. It's got some chairs outside. I think, and it's so good.
Nice coffee.
Not great coffee and cheap. Like the same meal would cost $50 there.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so I ate so that's what I had. That's what I had.
And it kills me when I spend $100 on a meal.
A breakfast. I don't know. I spend $100 on a meal if it's a dinner or something, But so I went there. Then on the way back home, I ate a caramel slice.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't mind that caramel slice here and there.
And then I just want to go back to sleep because I was just so full of sugar and carbs.
Yeah.
And then I had something. And then we went out. We did some shopping, and I think I had schnitz. The schnitzel place.
Right.
It's like just schnitzel and a burger or something. And then I had Chicky Cha Cha around the corner here, which make really good burgers.
Right. Yeah.
For dinner. And so that was my entire day. No protein shakes, no weighing meals, no.
Yeah. And how'd that go?
I felt like crap.
Oh, did you?
I felt like absolute crap
during the time.
And I thought, this is how people eat every day.
Yeah, I've been eating like that.
You don't feel good though, do you?
Mm.
I just feel really lethargic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I must admit, I have felt the best and healthiest and most vibrant
sexy
and alert and alive when I've been fully dieting and eating veggies in every meal.
Yeah, when you're in that zone.
Yeah, I felt good doing that. But
chocolate is so good though.
I've been eating it. That's right. Chocolate is so good. I can eat a whole massive block, not just your standard block.
No.
The big wide one.
Yeah, the 300 one. You know the 300?
Yeah. No, more.
Spartan.
I think it's more than 300.
It's like $5.
450 grams.
Yeah, half a kilo of chocolate.
Yeah. I can smell. Oh, I'd be struggling to get that down in one sitting, but I could do it too.
See, how much self-loathing would you have after eating that?
I've done it. I did it on the weekend.
And did you hate yourself?
It was a crunchy one. Bits of crunchy in it.
Oh, it's so good. Did you hate yourself afterwards?
Stuck in my teeth. Nah, because I've kind of accepted that I'm eating shit for a while. When I kick in the diet,
it's on. It's so on.
Yeah, but I've just got to kick it in.
Yeah, that's
supposed to start yesterday.
That's right. What happened?
Oh,
you've already fallen off.
Jade offered me some
today
Hershey's Kisses last night, and I was like,
But what about my rule is if you can do that till midnight, but once you go past midnight, that's the next day.
Yeah.
So any junk you consume on a cheat day has to stop at midnight.
Oh yeah, but I haven't been just having a cheat day.
the thing is, once you get I'm preaching to converted, I know, but once you get in the rhythm and you actually eat properly, and then you have your once a week cheap meal, it tastes so good. You missed out on a good dinner at Nick Ocky's birthday at Chop House in Bly Street in the city. These steaks were just amazing.
Shit. Yeah, coffee.
Beautiful steak. Need some chocolate.
Don't say that. I'll go and eat some.
The only other thing I want to mention is that Hadi Chopin, Iranian bodybuilder, absolute freak of nature, won the VanProShow, and so he's qualified for Olympia. And again, he's as we said, the Olympia is wide open. However,
in the open division, he's not a little fella.
He's done he's short, but he's a freak.
Right.
He's qualified, but he probably won't get a visa to go to America.
Well, he can't even get a visa to go there for a week or two.
No, he's Iranian. Trump, as soon as he got into power, stopped all Iranian. Is it Iranian? Is that the term? People from Iran coming into America.
Really?
Yeah. So Persian. So for instance, King Kamali wouldn't have been able to come in back in the day. Have you seen him lately? You know King Kamali?
I do know him. What's happened to him?
I used to see his Instagram. He's like still jacked, but his face is so bloated and water retentive.
Loading up.
Don't miss that look.
Loading up. 3,000 something or others a week, or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. It's not a good look. The other thing with the Olympia is of course, Flex Lewis, 6-time Mr. Olympia in the 212, is competing in the Opens this year.
Oh, wow.
And that will be interesting.
Will be.
Because he...
so he won't have to...
kill himself to
make the weight.
Because apparently he's ready around 2:30.
Right.
So, given it... He could just... He's a mutant.
Yeah.
And he does get in common condition.
I hope he comes through and just blitzes everyone. That'd be good. Did you see him when he was training at City Gym?
Yeah, I got a photo with him. Yeah, he's a nice guy. His forearms, his forearms were like just...
Yeah, I know. The girth of his muscle bellies was extreme. I didn't know who he was, the guy in the gym, and I was like, Jesus, that guy looks like he's got a little bit of muscle on him.
Yeah.
And he slowly did the reveal as he got warmer.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. There was some WBFF competitors. Girls and boys. You know what though? Like maybe it's because I'm a bit removed from it now. Fuck, they take themselves seriously.
Well, when was this? Recently?
Last week, yeah. They came in and they've got some good physiques. Not big, but like very very lean and in shape. We would swear they were working on a cure for cancer. You know, they're like it's so intense. And they just wouldn't smile.
Were they have a crew of camera operators filming their shit?
No, they're filming each other. Like they just stop, and like standard procedure is to just stop as soon as you finish the set and start on your phone. This is the behaviour, and it's like anyone under 30 do a set straight on your phone straight away. Like not even, it's unequivocal. Do a set straight on your phone. Whether to check your music, check. I was squatting last week, and this kid. And the other thing I find is the size of the gym bag, right, that they have is inversely proportional to the size of the bodybuilder. So the bigger the bag is, the smaller the bodybuilder is.
What happened to no gym bags on the gym
floor?
It's
bullshit. How much equipment do you need? This guy had like massive equipment. Comes and he's deadlifting. It's like nothing, like 160, right? Straps, belt, just fucking, and had his phone on the stuck to the weight tree with a Velcro strap, so he could film every set he filmed, and then he was uploading it. I was just because I do the run up to the squat. Yeah. I was just waiting for him to get in the way. I was just going to run through him. Welcome to the gym.
Did he watch you when you squatted?
He was trying not to, but I knew he was impressed. Oh yeah, so you spotted me.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a bikini boy in the gym.
It's just, it makes me sick.
I didn't notice anyone deadlifting impressively.
No, there wasn't.
No.
It was,
He was all strapped up to do that.
strapped up, belted up.
So he can't lift the bar without the straps.
He had tights, full length tights with shorts over the top.
Okay.
Stringer, that's a given. Stringer singlet.
Right.
I just sound like an angry old man.
Since our last podcast, Steve, I moved into a new house. Yeah.
How was it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, cool.
It's a 5-bedroom house
Okay.
in Rockdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Straight out
it.
of Rockdale.
Straight
What's
out of
Rockdale like?
Ethnic.
Okay.
Quite ethnic.
Mm-hmm.
There's, a few ethnic restaurants around. And, but I quite like that.
Ethnic meaning which country?
Oh, there's a range.
Right.
There's some Lebanese places. There's some Nepalese.
But you have also got Harry's Cafe de Wheels there on New Tempe Tires.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. That's kind of halfway between Rockdale and Newtown.
Okay, I have no idea because
Rockdale's
further.
Yeah, do you know where?
Cogra. Cogra?
Yeah, it's near Cogra. But do you know where there's a big Spotlight and Anaconda and a Crunch Fitness on the Princess Highway?
No, but I knew that Crunch Fit used to be Titans, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah,
in Rockdale?
it used to be Titans. That was the original Titans.
Yeah. Do you know where the Seven Ways intersection is?
No, man. I don't go west of Newtown.
Well, you might have to if we move the studios out there.
That's true.
All right. But yeah, got a separate room that. So look, we saw this place, and the rent was cheap because it was a fucking shithole.
Yeah.
It died. It was horrible, ugly, and it was.
Yeah.
And we said, look, we'll take it if we can paint the inside and
fix it all up,
pull out all the carpet and stuff. And
fixer upper is the term.
But we're only renting. So,
right.
But there were rooms that had 3 layers of carpet and 3 to 4 layers of lino underneath.
Just hadn't bothered
taking it out each time they've redone it.
Right.
So there's this much, there's that much spongy flooring, and each layer had dust in it, and the place stunk, and there's dog hair, and the walls were stained. It was shit.
Sounds like a dream.
It was horrible. But now we've converted it into this palatial everything. Well, not palatial, but floorboards and painted all the interior.
You sound the floorboards.
Yeah, I ripped out all the fucking carpet and all the lino. One room had 7 layers of lino. Can you believe that? Who does that? Lazy motherfuckers. So ripped out all the flooring, painted all the interior, and sanded the floorboards back.
Wow.
And it's now like a pleasure to be inside that house.
Isn't that nice? Cool. The boys like it?
They do.
Backyard, big backyard, I guess.
Massive backyard.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like a whole rugby field, just about.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's why people live out there, isn't it?
But I like it. Like if I was thinking, if I won lotto, I'd just buy the house. I wouldn't buy a new mansion somewhere.
Yeah.
I like living there.
Yeah.
I've only been there 5 minutes. But
Yeah.
I like the spot, the backyard, the cat and the dog, loving it. They
how's the black cat? How's Token?
He
Happy?
took to it like a duck to water.
Yeah.
That expression. I was hesitant about letting him go out the back door.
Yeah.
But when I opened the door, he had a look out there during the day, and he wasn't that impressed. But when night fell, he was out there exploring, walking around.
He's out there killing shit.
He did a whole perimeter walk all the way around.
He's
checking it out.
Yeah, well, they revert back to their natural.
First time he's been on grass though. He's 17 years old.
Inhaling it.
That's right. It's nice. It's really nice.
Good. I'm happy for you.
I'll invite you out there once soon.
Let's have a barbecue.
Absolutely. Yeah. Went to buy barbecue yesterday, and they didn't have the barbecue that I wanted, and I ended up buying a fire pit.
Oh, how good is it?
It's very good.
Yeah, we got one.
That's right. I do know you got one. That's why I told you.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. So I lit that up yesterday, and it was pretty cool.
It's relaxing. So I haven't really got the wood stuff worked out yet properly.
You haven't got the wood. You don't know how to put wood in it.
Well, the stuff I bought didn't burn very well.
See, I didn't buy any wood. I have a fucking garage full of old offcuts and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I'm using the wood.
Oh, you are really like a handyman.
Just breaking up bits of wood to put on the fire doesn't really qualify as handyman.
That's beyond me.
Mate,
I bought some from Bunnings.
Yeah, right. It didn't burn very well?
No, so I put metho on it and then it burnt.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You know you got to put paper and then kindling and then...
Yeah, I had those fire starter things as well.
Small sticks, then big sticks.
Yeah. Isn't it? It's quite. You can see how people become pyromaniacs, eh? Like it's quite
Alluring.
Yeah, like
mesmerising.
Mesmerising. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, the kids were like, "Get some marshmallows." Like,
oh, we did that.
You did do that?
Yeah. Yeah, we did that. It's nice. It's good.
Oh, the boys were saying, we don't have to go camping now. We can just do it in our backyard.
Well, that's another thing you could do. Can't set up a tent in the backyard.
That's right. I've got a massive big tent. We could.
Yeah.
Not in winter, though. It's fucking freezing.
Too cold. I tell you what, the cold showers at the moment, motherfucker.
I don't know if I could do it.
I'm doing it. I'm still doing the push-ups and the sit-ups. I yell out blood-curdling screams.
The water pressure at my house is fantastic.
Oh, that's always nice.
So, one of the other issues is that the bathroom is outside the back door.
Oh, right.
Right? So that as well as having
that would be freezing.
Shitty flooring and shitty fucking paint colours inside and stuff, there was this outside bathroom which was putting people off, other people who were viewing it, right? Yeah. So we looked at each other and said, can you handle going outside to go to the toilet at night? Because there's no internal bathroom.
Right,
it's out the back door.
It's old school.
And we thought, we can do that. We can deal with that.
Yeah.
So,
is he going across grass or is it a path or something?
No, it's a path.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I'll be fine in summer.
Yeah,
nice
that's right.
In summer.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Well, that means you can set up a shower outside, bro.
Could.
Seriously, there's plumbing outside. Set up a shower onto one of the walls.
That's what I was going to. Even contemplating having a cold shower in that bathroom.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I had a shower this morning, but I had a nice hot steamy shower.
Doesn't that make you want to go back to sleep though?
No, I needed to shave and stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't have time in the morning.
I don't usually either, but I did this morning because otherwise I wouldn't have got it done.
Yeah.
Don't want to turn up here looking like an old man.
It's a bit late, isn't it?
People go, oh, he's old, he's 50. Not specifically about you, but about people in general.
And then you go, hang on.
I'm almost 50.
I know. Oh, fuck. I know.
Where did it all go? Where did it go?
Time moves. Life moves fast, man.
I was explaining to my kids that they've got a board game called Life, right?
Yeah, I remember.
And getting to the finish first is not how you win the game, right? It's everything you do on the way, and
that's a good
message.
Accumulate.
And I was trying to explain that to my sons. I was saying, just like in real life,
yes,
it's not getting to the end the fastest.
It's the journey.
It's the journey, and it's everything you do and make the most of while you're here, because we're only here for a short time.
Yeah.
And I said, you're 11. I remember when I was 11, and I got Michael Jackson's Thriller tape.
Yeah.
Right. It was like 81 or something, 82, whatever it was. And 35 years have passed since then.
I know, in a blink.
And it isn't a blink. Like, what happened to those 35? I remember being that age.
Yeah.
And it just goes like that. It's so quick. So I was trying to explain this to my kids. We're only here for a short time. Make the most of your life.
That's a good message.
It's a bit of a deep message for little kids. But, I think maybe some of it sunk in.
Seize the day.
It goes so damn fast.
And on that note...
Adios.
Yes, I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Allwood.
This has been the Push Podcast. Like, subscribe, and comment, motherfuckers. It's our Instagram as well. And we will see you soon. Actually, we're going to see you very soon because we've got another guest coming on soon. Last win.
Yeah, we'll do a second one in a couple of days. So you can watch this and then watch the next one.
Be kind to yourself and your mum.
All right.
Much love.
Bye.
Peace out.